been a while since I last played Monumenta with any amount of consistency. I want to say it was like mid 2022 or 2023 that I left the dev team and didn't really play much for, I guess, a year and a half after that point. Was very busy with like, college stuff, obviously, but also I just didn't really have a general interest in the game and had to work a lot on the YouTube channel and things like that. For those who don't know me, I did a lot of work on some of the strikes in Region 1 and Region 3, and I also do a lot of Hypixel Skyblock video content, and that's kind of been my thing for a while. Um, but recently, I've kind of come back to the game, and in the last month or so, I've been kind of going through all the content that I have missed out on, I suppose, in the last year or so of not really being able to play. Biggest things I've tried recently include Hexfall, which I actually had a lot of fun with, and I'll talk about more in a moment. But SKT Savage, a few hard Exalted dungeons, hunts have been a highlight as well, things like that. And I've got to say, I'm really enjoying my experience being back on the game and things like that. Monumenta and I don't know, I've been playing the game since like 2019. I've been playing for a long while. I think I joined like a few months after the initial release of Region 2 as I get blasted off the side of this rock here on the Nadir. Hold on. There we go. I joined a few months after Region 2 dropped. I think Light Gray was kinda new. Maybe Purple was just coming out. I don't know. It was right around that time. I kind of fell in love with it immediately. I joined from a CTM form, and I really liked it, although I was not really particularly great at it at the time, and I'm still not particularly great at it. My experience with Hexfall proves that. I don't know. I will say the biggest difference I can say in coming back after playing this game for so many years, that the community has not really changed, and that a lot of the community is still very like positive and extremely chill, which is nice to see. I'm glad to still be around people who are kind and fair in dealing with people and stuff like that. And you don't see that a lot on other games or servers. You don't see it on Skyblock, that's for damn sure. So, I don't know, that's kind of cool in and of itself. In terms of the content, though, that I've been playing or doing, I've got to say, I think I really like some of the more recent stuff that's been dropping. I think Hexfall was particularly a highlight for me. Chip did an absolute amazing job on that, and obviously there were a ton of other people involved, but I'm accrediting Chip to it because he was in my Twitch chat the other day talking about it. So he gets the credit. Zenith is also really fun. I like it a lot, although I haven't gotten higher than like A4. I'm gonna be real. Always down to do more, by the way. If anyone's interested, hit me up in the FPF Discord if you want to run pretty much anything. But yeah, I'm just having a good time playing the game again. It's kind of weird how quickly I was able to just hop back in and, I don't know, get back into the rhythm of how content in this game operates. Everything just sort of clicked, like I said, and, I don't know, blasted through stuff in a period of about a week and a half. And obviously, playing with friends is always great, and being able to play with Jade is, like, incredible. She's just really, I don't know, awesome to be around, and it makes the whole experience so much better, In terms of everything else, in terms of my experience with the game, I really will say that hunts are a highlight. I think that the systems utilized are, I guess, really well set up. It makes me more interested in playing in the long run for sure. Definitely felt like something that R3 lacked at day one was like that, feeling of wanting to hop on every couple hours to do something. And hunts really scratch that itch, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. I guess they did a good job on that, I suppose. I will say, Hexfall's tough. I was talking to Chip about it in the chat the other day about how they eventually want to do some sort of rework thing for it, but it is hard, and it is very interesting how it's organized. I will say, probably compares to a lot of raid content in Destiny in terms of difficulty. If not, it's probably a little bit harder in some ways. Or maybe I'm just terrible at it, and I don't know, it'll get easier over time. We'll see. SKT Savage was also pretty fun, although probably a little bit too easy for what it's trying to be. Um, Definitely felt like I was able to waltz through that place. Probably in gear that was maybe not up to snuff, maybe not meta. I don't know, but I guess we'll have to keep looking to see if there's anything else that'll be that tough. The only content that I haven't really tried out yet is Marina, and I'm interested, but at the same time, I'm kind of not. Sanguine Halls wasn't really my favorite piece of content at R3 release or whenever it was out, so I don't know. Maybe this will be different, I suppose. Gotta say, I am loving Reverb. Absolutely incredible little thing. Also, the SKR stuff. I completely forgot to mention that. Yeah, SKR is awesome. It's completely and totally peak, and it actually makes me appreciate the puzzles, which, if I had to guess, Karandus probably made a lot of them, so thank you for making those, Karandus. You're the GOAT. You've gotten me to appreciate your puzzles after God knows how many years, so impressive work, man. Impressive work. Obviously, there's probably a bunch of other people who made the puzzles, too, so kudos to all of them. I guess I'm just interested in what comes next for the game, you know? I don't know in the terms of, like, content whether I'm ever going to do anything on Monumenta again consistently, but I don't know. Maybe I'll drop something here on this channel every once in a while. I still do the streams, obviously, the Dungeons After Dark stuff, and that's going to stick around, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I got to see if there's anything that I can get into in terms of doing this repeatedly. I think the closest I can get is if I'm able to do Hexfall consistently. Maybe I'll do something based on that, but other than that, I'm just having fun. I'm having a good time playing the game again. And I really missed it in terms of being able to hop on and hang out and have a good time. It's awesome, man. It's really a well set up game, and honestly, the community nowadays, I don't think they realize how good they have it compared to how things were a few years back. You'll never know the pain of spawner changes from back in the day. I jest, but it really is a great game, and I don't know. It's cool to see a volunteer project like this succeed like as well as it has. You know, it's absolutely absurd how much positivity it is generated, I suppose. In the last few years, especially, I think ever since the content drought ended, which I think was back in December, it's been picking up again, and things have just been good, so it's good to see. I don't really know what else to say beyond that. I guess if people want, they can ask like questions or whatever down below, but I don't think most people care, I'm going to be real. It's cool being back. It's cool seeing how things have evolved and changed, and how in some ways things haven't as at all, pretty much. Also, that was an absolutely peak save. I have no follow-ups for that. That was just a good save on my end. I probably should be a little bit more careful doing these sorts of things over the void, but here we are, I guess. Also, that is deadly. I probably don't want to be touching that. Still haven't gotten Loom. People have been telling me to get it, but I don't know. I don't have the money for it right now. I'm kind of dirt broke at the moment. Spent all my money on upgrading my sets, and then Jade needed a new mage set, and I had to upgrade that for her as well. So, yeah, that's really the Monumenta experience at the moment, is just grinding out some stuff, getting money, and, I don't know, preparing to try to eventually do stuff that's a little bit harder. Gotta say, I'm having a great time, though. I hope you guys are, too. I don't know, don't take it for granted. Game's cool. The devs are cool. It's a growing team. Things are moving in the good directions. So, apparently this is the year of content, guys. So, I guess get used to it. I don't really know what else to say in terms of any follow-ups. I kind of recorded this on a whim. So, I hope you enjoyed, I guess. And, I don't know, catch me on a stream or something. See if you enjoy it or whatever. Yeah, that's about it. I'm going to go fight the Impenetrable and kick his ass in like 15 minutes. I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.